another episode of Kavanaugh's Corner. Today on Kavanaugh's Corner, I'm going to be continuing my review of the Christopher Nolan box set, this new 4K set to my right here. This is one I've been waiting for a while, and I got to tell you, I'm so excited to bring you this review. Today I'm going to be talking about The Dark Knight on 4K Blu-ray. This disc, whoa mama, this was an experience, I have to say. If you've seen The Dark Knight many times like I have, it is honestly one of, if not the best superhero movie ever made. It really is up there. A lot of people consider it to be the best superhero movie ever made. To me, that's arguable, but I do love the movie very much. And I remember when it came out, I remember seeing it 2 or 3 times in the theaters. I saw it, I think, once in IMAX and 2 in other formats. And my God, oh man, what a great film. But today, I'm going to be talking about this new 4K transfer on Ultra HD Blu-ray. And man, yeah, this is it. This is the disc. This is the one to get, guys. Right from the opening shot of the film, and then going right into that bank heist scene at the beginning, which is totally all done in IMAX. Man, I couldn't believe it. I was blown away by how absolutely phenomenal this movie looks on this disc. I mean, the Blu-ray when it came out, honestly, was one of the reasons why to get a Blu-ray player was the Dark Knight disc when that first came out, and I loved how they were able to release it with the switching formats. Some people didn't like that. I really loved that because that's the way the movie is actually meant to be seen. And I have to say, now with this version, oh man, God, it is just, it was breathtaking. As the only way to say it is that the movie is breathtaking. The quality and the clarity you get of that 4K disc is second to none. It is definitely reference quality. This disc is incredible. Much like my review for Batman Begins, this movie is another one of these movies where I would say if you've seen the movie already many times, watching it in 4K is yet again like watching the movie for the first time all over again. It is stupendous how much more detail, more colors you get with this format. The high dynamic range on this really shines. The black levels on this disc are pretty much perfect. I didn't see any issues. One real standout to me was the scene where Harvey Dent he's turned himself in, he's told everyone that he's Batman, and he's in a van, and the Joker has this semi-truck, and he's chasing down this van, and of course Batman comes to the rescue in the Tumbler. That scene, the fact that it was shot in IMAX is one thing. I mean, it looks outstanding. But that action sequence looks so incredible on this disc. It is a standout. In terms of everything I've seen on the format so far, this disc is truly one of the best. Again, the sound mix is exactly the same as it was before. Nothing wrong with that. It is an amazing DTS 5.1 HD master audio mix. It sounds just perfect, I would say. I didn't hear any problems with it. This is kind of a boring review because when a movie is this damn good, I mean, it's hard to nitpick. I really couldn't find anything that was distracting to me or bad at all. It's like one of these perfect transfers. And it's amazing. I'm so glad Christopher Nolan supervised all the transfers for this set because, I mean, so far they really are outstanding. The one thing I do have to say, and it's funny how noticeable it is in this, is that the CGI in this, I won't say it's a little more noticeable. I do have to say I left something out of the Batman Begins review that the 4K format really does make certain CGI of the time stand out. It's much more noticeable in Batman Begins than it is in this. Of course, you have a really close eye. You'll know what's CGI and what's not. but in this disc, it's not that clear. I'll be honest. It looks really good. The another point that I want to mention is, of course, like I mentioned earlier, the format of the film, the ratio, I should say, of the film changes. Basically, what that means is the screen goes from black bars to full. Basically, the picture fills the entire screen. And let me tell you, when those IMAX sequences roll around, you know it, they are amazing looking. Now, the 35mm stuff, you do notice I don't want to say a dip in quality, but you do notice the difference between the film stocks, especially on this format. The Blu-ray, not as much, but in this format, you can definitely tell when that IMAX is being used, of course, besides the ratio changing. But I do have to say, I am really looking forward to see how Dark Knight Rises looks, because there's a lot more IMAX stuff in Dark Knight Rises. But the IMAX scenes in this are just mind-blowing. I think it's the Hong Kong scenes in this are mind-blowing. I mean, they are some of the best cityscapes I've ever seen. They are just, I mean, I was speechless. I was totally speechless throughout this movie. There were a couple times where I found myself, like, covering my mouth because I was so surprised at how good this movie looked. I mean, it already looked good, but this is the way to go. Again, as I said in my Batman Begins review, God, I'm tripping on my own words. This set is outstanding so far. Again, if you can't afford the whole Christopher Nolan set, if you had to buy the Dark Knight 4K disc separately, I say do it. Get that disc right away. It is an outstanding 4K disc. Basically, one of the best ones I've ever seen so far. One of the best looking movies I've ever seen now and basically forever. I don't think I'll see another one like this for a while. But the first time I saw it was an experience, and seeing it on this 4K disc, it was that experience all over again. Only in my house, which was nice. Didn't have to be in a crowded IMAX theater, which was pretty cool. So anyway, that's all I got for today. Definitely go out and buy that Dark Knight 4K disc, and that Christopher Nolan set so far is just outstanding. I can't wait to bring you my review of Dark Knight Rises, which will be coming soon. Thank you again for watching. I'm Andrew Kavanaugh. If you like this review, please like and subscribe my channel, and if you want to see more reviews like this, please donate to my Patreon page, because YouTube is getting chintzy. So thank you so much. They're getting cheap. So thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Good night.